Hi, maybe I'm Celissa, maybe I'm not, but you can call me Rice because that is my nickname. And welcome to Architectural Review, where I sit here in loungewear and I talk about houses and analyze them architecturally because that's what I do. Today we're gonna look over Morgan's Adam house tour. Of course, I will link the full video down below. And how to say, if you want to go check it out, just go ahead. But also, I just focus on the architecture, not on the content creator. So if you want the full experience, view, etc., I do recommend you just going to watch their video. I'm here to analyze architecturally, which helps you out if you're looking for a home, or ideas for renovation of your home, or ideas if you're renting, buying homes. It's to help you out. And it also helps me in the sense that I work in public buildings. So it's a kind of refreshing reminder to just keep seeing different housing. If ever, okay, Mike, if ever I want to go back into doing, I'll say private sectors. So again, I already skipped ahead to the house tour.
There's a few things around.
Oh, let me also explain. It's a farmhouse. So again, I try in this series to do different types of homes. So leave me a comment down below if you have a type of home that you would like me to review, or idea that's something you have never seen before, or you would like so a perspective from an architect or someone who studied architecture by, you know what I mean. Let me know. It's a farmhouse, and I think it's 3 acres of land too. You won't see the land, but I think she has a barn tour. So let me know if you want me to review her barn tour also. I stick to house because that's what I kind of do. But if you like that, let me know.
And about that, I'm like, yeah, I don't.
And don't forget to subscribe to me. Like the video, though. Like, I know you haven't seen anything, but just don't forget.
Exactly know how this got here. So we have a nice sidewalk up to.
So we see she has a front porch. She has her double door, like the glass door, and after the wooden door and the 2 view lights. I noticed this is a very American thing to have the glass, like the door and a door behind. I don't know.
Since I've been hanging out here a lot, the original house is really growing on me. I feel differently. Already.
We have blueprints. One thing with land on slopes, to draw, it's like, when I think of it, I'll be like, hi. But they're well drawn. 1 acre, 1 foot.
About it every day. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, it's so beautiful because it's original from 1980 and this is so historical and nice, and it's crazy to think that the people who built it have lived here for 40 years. So the people who originally lived here, I am calling them the man and the lady of the land. Okay. That's just their new names in my life. They're like celebrities to me. I love them. Whenever I see something that's from the
I'm skipping to the architecture.
Mammal. Okay, so when
there we go,
you open the door, you are immediately.
So you have the staircase upstairs, which is I would it's not bad, but it's kind of rare to see it right the first thing you see. Usually you have a little step, but you have a step in between. But these stairs also are used as a separator, like a home separator, so it's not so bad. Like I said, I like to do useful spacing, and I think this is kind of useful spacing because it's like not a corridor. You have the stairs and you have it separating the room. So I don't like to cap it on them, but that's a personal taste thing.
Immediately greeted with the most unstable staircase in the entire world. This is where all the freaky business happens. It's a little.
She can fix that. By the way, this is a farmhouse that she's gonna renovate. She says it in the video just in case I skip that, but she's gonna renovate. She just bought it, and this is how it is as is. So I feel like it's important to like also get things that are not renovated and needs to be renovated at different perspective. But definitely I think the staircase needs to get updated, and I would recommend her doing full wood. Easier to clean, better maintenance, and I think will be stabled better.
Like, whoop, break an ankle.
But her choice, her house.
This is the living room. There's 2 rooms that are identical size.
I think the video is too high.
I'm about to show you over there. And it's up for interpretation which one is the living room and which one's the dining room. As is, this is my favorite room.
I like the windows.
The A-line windows. I love the sliding door. They're so light and bright and happy. And God damn it, I love this room and I want to sit my ass down here and watch TV.
It's nice.
So my grandma keeps telling me how there's a country singer that sings about how when you're in Colorado and the elevation is so high, which by the way makes you feel more bloated. Grandma was always like, yeah, we're in Colorado, we're close up to Jesus. And when I look at these windows, I'm like, you know what? Maybe you're right. If you do a little 180 tripod flip, this is what it looks like from the other side.
It's nice. I like the windows because it's very bright. That's all I have to say. And again, I like talk about the stairs. I hope she renovates that. I don't know. The staircase from the beginning, I was like,
honestly,
oof.
cut to my whole.
But she has a lot of windows, a slide into a little balcony. Yeah, I can see it as a living room, but as I will see it more as a living room. How it is with all the light.
It's too hot outside for me to do it
and
again.
The size of it.
It's a
but
tiny patio. So
it could be a dining room if she wants it to be.
Leave it. Or
that's your fantasy?
yeah, get really excited when
it's so big. It can actually be both. I think it could be a dining room / living room, like a miniature one. It's pretty big,
yes.
So it depends.
Every time we hear that little yellow
I'm skipping what's not about the construction.
living room, and then
I feel like it's more of a living room, but it's next to the kitchen,
to
so
the
I
right,
see why you
worth
wanted a
mentioning,
dining
these
room.
Stairs are going to end up going, not just because my body weight alone makes it feel like they're going to crash and tumble into the pit of despair on the ground, but these railings are so wide apart, which is against code, because if you had a kid and say your kid was like dinking around walking up the stairs and they were like, oops, they would also fall into a deep pit of despair.
100%.
Not that I have a kid.
100%. Normally between the railings, it should be 4 inches maximum center line.
I also have some
from memory, it's that.
I don't want to see anyone fall into their doom. When we come back this way, the foyer. Whenever people say it, I'm like foil, and
it's the foyer. It's a French word, foyer, and I know this because I'm French.
Like, foyer. To the left, there's this little closet right here. And when
okay, that's a code closet. That makes sense.
Oh my God, she left a pole to
that's the vacuum thing she's talking about. Going back to the architectural, y'all know where to go if you want to hear the whole thing.
Anyway,
she says how hot the house is.
Next to the closet with the whack-a-bitch stick, we have a study.
Okay, like an office zone. That's good.
Study, there's this little itty bitty bathroom. I call
like
this the itty bitty
guest bathroom
because I am a tall woman. I stand at almost 5'9".
You can see she's hot because she's like sweating. So yeah, I believe her when it says it's hot.
6 feet. And to wash my hands comfortably, I have to be physically on my knees. My mom, who is 4'11", fits perfectly in there. Yeah, it's a cute little bathroom. Back here we have the kitchen. The lady of the land herself.
The kitchen is nice. We have the counters. We have her little kitchen thing. I like the stove away from like the water. I don't know. That's just a me thing. But this is good because usually we see the U and you still see the stove. So in there we have like a U and a little L maybe or rectangle shape. We'll see.
She left a nice little
She got
egg
the fridge.
So there is no AC, but there is heat when the winter comes, and we are all very afraid. My dad has brought the trashiest camp chairs ever. Only piece of furniture that we have.
I like her windows
very
though.
Impressive.
It's very nice.
With my face,
okay, now we can see. So it's just the thing with the fan. I guess that's gonna be here. That's not what it's called. The ventilation. You know what I mean. The thing that goes when you cook. So you have the counter space. She has I guess a place to do coffee and stuff. This looks like a coffee because you can put your coffee and tea up here or whatever she wants to put there. If she doesn't drink coffee, never like tea.
So you're like, oh yeah, she lives in Colorado. You're like, oh yeah, she lives in the country. Speaking of fish, I am in the market for a tractor, and there is like a nationwide shortage of tractors. Take you days.
I believe it.
So if anyone knows someone, I am all ears. Like, I'm getting embarrassed, you guys. I'm like stressed out.
No way.
To see the orientation of things.
Now I'm saying if that's all that's on the floor, no wonder this should be a dining room too, because I wouldn't want to change room like floors to eat.
Here we are. That's the living room.
If that makes sense.
This is the kitchen. Comes over into dining area.
Okay, so there is a room for the dining area. I like her windows. I'll keep saying the windows because they're like big windows and there's a view on her backyard, and that's practical.
I had to bring this big ass light. You have to maneuver your entire body over it. I am envisioning this as a
she has a full. Okay, I thought that was all. Okay. This could be definitely dining room, But I feel like now there's like the fireplace that should be living room, and the other place the dining room, because why fireplace in the dining? Like if you want to cozy up along a fireplace, I feel like it's living room.
Formal dining room. Love this
But
room. I love the ceiling.
'cause of
Still questionable about the hole in the wall that
that.
drops 20 feet bedroom to down here. Not that I'm
Oh, she's questioning. Well, it depends. It could be a ventilation reason that there's that hole. Let's go back to observe. This hole could be ventilation reason because boom, a window here. I bet there's a window across from there. So that's cross ventilation. I don't know which way the air goes in Colorado. I don't know how to explain it. Should I get a little marker up in here so y'all can understand what I'm talking about? Y'all say we don't still understand. I know this is improvisation here, but basically, depending on where the air goes, let's do here. If your air is this way, you'll have cross ventilation. And since the house is like there's a wall here, let's just add the wall. If the wall goes all the way here, it ruptures the cross ventilation. It's because she's saying it's hot, right? But if you have a hole, the cross ventilation will continue. So it could have been just a cross ventilation thing, but that's if the house is oriented to catch that dominant wind. Because dominant wind, for instance, in the Caribbean is east to west. At least it's east to west. So usually this is the east side and this is the west side. So they'll put the windows more or less to catch this. But that's just, again, I don't know about Colorado, but it could be a ventilation reason. And don't forget, hot air goes up. Okay? Hot air goes up. So it's also on the second floor. Let's do a little house section. The second floor is much hotter than the first floor. So this air could be a way to refresh because hot air goes up and cold air goes down because cold air is heavier. So it's important also to ventilate the second floor because it's higher. Because again, hot air is lighter, so it's gonna be super hot upstairs and under like roof area, etc., etc. So it could be a ventilation reason because she keeps saying how hot it is and there's no air condition. So the house had to have, I'll say, passive ways to enable a good ventilation system and air in the house. Maybe still it's explanations.
I love the ceiling. Still questionable about the hole in the wall that drops 20 feet bedroom to down here. Not that I'm an architect or anything. I've decided that the house is facing the wrong way because the sun sets to the west.
Yes.
No, wait, north, east, south, west. Sun goes east in the morning to the west. All of the windows face north and south, so you're never getting any direct sunlight.
Next explanation. I feel like this is a whole video of explanation about windows. Get ready for it. Okay, so I am not from Colorado. I'm repeating. I never built anything. I never even visited Colorado. Okay, I live in the U.S., but not there. And I'm still new to U.S. living. But basically, next explanation. How to explain? West facing windows. Let's draw a window. Get sun directly the most when it's west facing because it's from 12 p.m. to afternoon, so the strongest level of sun they get. And I don't know how the sun hits Colorado, but depending on the heat, it can make this radiate more. And there's something called greenhouse effect and all of that. And that's what happens when your whole place is glass. But just the fact that the sun is hitting that glass constantly, the heat that is accumulated in the glass is gonna push out into your home. So people avoid putting glass on west facing areas. They try to or put it in like rooms that you're not going to live in, if that makes sense. Like you can maybe have a corridor with a window. You'll have a porch on that side or something like that because you can open those windows. But if you're not gonna live there, as since a living room, a bedroom, etc., because it's gonna be super hot to stay there in the afternoons and unbearable, especially like she's saying how hot it is. So this is saving you. If this was west facing, this is saving you. they like to do east facing for like bedrooms because you're normally supposed to wake up in the morning and get bright up, etc., etc. So that's not shocking. Like east facing windows for bedroom, etc. But west facing is very much more for the entrance of a porch, and even that it's gonna be like it's not gonna be a big broad because of that, unless you have a greenhouse with vegetables. I'll say herbs or plants, herbs and plants and things like that. You can have vegetables in a greenhouse. You know what I mean? Because it get complicated. I don't know if I make sense, but I hope I did. Let me know in the comments if you understand.
It just feels like you're living at 7 p.m. all the time. What I'm thinking, instead of this door and these windows, is getting 2 humongous doors and then just having this entire wall be glass. Put some skylights up here. Make our way up.
Like, she just said she would like all that wall to be glass, for example. Like her house is facing north-south and not west-east, she won't have a greenhouse effect, as I explained, as much as if it was facing east-west. So she can do that, execute, and she will not be hotter normally. But after, there's ways to counteract that. She can have a shade outside, etc., etc. Like, I forgot what you call those shades outside, but you know what I mean. But I think it's okay.
When you get up the stairs, you are greeted with something that is very common around here, and that is a wire sticking out of the wall with no designated purpose or cause.
Maybe it's for a lamp or something. It's for a light.
I love that the bathroom is right when you land off the stairs.
I like the
bathroom. I have this problem where
it's
whenever
spacious.
I get home after a long day, all of my bowels hit at once and I'm ready to lose 5 pounds. Not that you or anyone.
Spacious. Okay, this is a bedroom with closets.
These bedrooms have this door
and a balcony.
Seriously.
It's a balcony?
Okay. So you can come out this door.
It's a balcony.
Not only can you look at the
so
trees,
all
you
the
can look
rooms
to your
have
left
balconies
and be like, hey, neighbor.
And have your person.
In this house, you got to stay fit because...
Yeah, I know about my corridors with no uses because this is just corridor with nothing. But okay, it's a big house, so I guess she has the room for it.
These hallways and these bathrooms
space optimization, it goes no storage, but it's okay. There she talks about the dead moths. I'm architect, not cleaning puzzles, so I don't know how to think. Or as a pest exterminator, I don't know why she has moths. It could just be where she lives. Like, she lives on a farm. There's animals, there's insects. So even if you work in, I'll say housekeeping service, I don't think you'll know that. And I don't think even pest control. Is it pest control that does that? I don't know which control, which. If you know how to control moths, I would like to know too. Even though I don't have that problem, but I think it's just good to know. But I just think she just lives in nature, so she'll have to find out where they're coming from. And that, you see, now I understand, like, all of them have holes in it. So it's definitely for passive air since there's no air condition. I do recommend, like, she's renovating to get air condition because I feel like it's only going to get hotter from here, but that's her life. She does what she wants.
They did put a fan in every room, and if we come over here to bedroom 3, I literally almost had a heart attack the other day. So I turn on this light. She
just says the fan is this. That's the balcony. That's a laundry chute that she has.
This is gonna have to go. Keep moving along down the skinny hallway. We have the bedroom.
I like the windows again because there's a little like, I like little like, there she can have a little like study kind of cushion. You can read a book there. I like
a few questions going on, such as, why are half of the walls stained red? What were these wires used for? Hole is still kind of a mystery. Damn, we're gonna have holes everywhere up in this room. In my brain, I'm like, okay, maybe the hole is for ventilation because it's so hot up here. Just some things that make
for ventilation.
Over here.
And also, like, it's over like a place where maybe the kids used to play. It's good you can like monitor them from not necessarily being in the same room.
Seating action.
So it could be that also.
Another skinny mini little hallway leads into the main bathroom. Sink action up here, shower action up in here. To the left, a little closet action. So much action going on. I can tell they were into action because you don't just have a hole in your master bedroom for no reason. So I step on
the shower. I find the shower is nice. There's downstairs.
If you are over 6 feet, watch your head.
Don't worry, I'm 5'3". I'm good. Okay, so the utilities with the breakers, a coat rack.
Back with me directly from the stairs, which I'm thinking.
I like this room. I don't know what that one is yet, but with the windows.
Both of these walls come down so it's open like the other stairs because it's pretty dark. But in here...
But are these structural walls? That's my question. It's fine if it can be open, but if those are structural walls, if those are structural walls, I wouldn't recommend demolishing it to be open, but I guess you have to see her plans. So it's like a bar area downstairs.
No one can figure out what's behind here.
I know what's behind there.
What?
It's a fruit cellar.
Well, the lady of the land told me that this is where they played darts.
It's even on the blueprints when this house was originally built. That had a door there and it went underneath the porch, clear back.
It looks like she's with somebody who knows things, so that's
This
good to help her
room in
out.
specific, there's no other room in the house that has a light like this or...
It looks like an office because these are like ceiling grids and they're made to like be easily replaceable in offices and things like that.
Things like this. The walls aren't real. Oh my god.
The walls are ugly. They're just like placo. I don't know what that is. It's just like light walls.
I mean,
They don't be tight connections. It's like if that fall on your head, you don't feel pain because they don't want to get sued in offices. So it's like, and normally those things are like a lot are like that because of earthquakes, so they can move and not fall. But I don't know if Colorado is an earthquake zone, but there's no risk zero. So no matter where you live, it's possible to have an earthquake. It's just the risk level is higher or lower.
Moms every morning when they come home from their workout.
There she's talking. She's even a clock. She's gonna break this.
go away.
And then he does.
This is the Colorado house. I'm so excited.
And that's it. Again, I'll leave the whole video up down in the description so you can check out her video. All in all, I like her house, but I feel like there's a lot to renovate, if that makes sense. But it's a farmhouse, so it makes sense. A lot of things. I'm surprised how big it is. From outside, I wasn't expecting it to have like 3 floors. If you think on it in so much rooms, etc. I think she has a lot of work to do, and I really do recommend her putting air condition. But if you want to be environmental friendly, I guess air condition is not the way to go. Okay, I'm just saying. But if she wants to be, I understand. She might have to get more, like she said, open ventilation areas. But she seemed like she was like, why is that a hole open to see? So she might want more privacy in the bedroom. And if you want more privacy in the bedrooms, because there was another room with it too open, not a bedroom. I think it was just like a passageway, a hallway. Like, it's going to be tough to close everything in and still be cool. So that's why I'm like, air condition. But all in all, I enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And until next architectural review, thanks for watching until here. Bye-bye.